Um, so with me, I have a laptop battery that is actually not working. Even though the state of charge shows 100%, uh, is still not able to keep the laptop on without the laptop being connected to a power source. So what it is that we want to try to find out what's really wrong with this battery, because there are a lot of things that we have to take into consideration. It's the fact that of course these type of batteries, these are lithium, this uses lithium ion batteries. There are like 4 of them. Yeah, there are like 4 of them, and according to what's indicated here is that the maximum voltage it's supposed to hold is about 14.8 volts. Yeah, 14.8 volts. Okay, so I'm going to open this up so that we really see what's wrong with the batteries inside. But of course, there is a device that could have used just to plug in here. Of course, we have the positive terminal here, which is on the far end, and the negative terminal on the other side. That could have told us what's really wrong with the battery. It could be that the battery is locked because the cells are very discharged, or it could be to say maybe one of the cells is not working. But either ways, when I open it, I'll be able to tell what's really wrong with the battery. But again, if it was locked such that the battery, because the batteries are not fully charged, or let me say they are very discharged, it could have started charging, because like let's say it's been on the PC for a long time and it's been plugged in, but it's just so unresponsive and it can't hold power, not even like for a second or something. Like you need to unplug the laptop from the power source, it eventually goes off. So I want to try to find out what's really wrong with the battery so that we know how best to repair it. So I'm going to open this up, and if you'd also want to try, I would advise you, it depends on the casing that your battery is using. I would advise you to try to open it as gently as possible, because you still want to use the casing. Let's say you manage to repair it, you still want to use the casing again, because it's not every casing that you can use on any laptop. Okay, so I can easily open this by hand. Okay, depending on which one you're using, you might perhaps need some screwdriver or something. Not that it has screws, but maybe there is some part that you might use, like this. There is a screwdriver like this that you might want to use to just to open this up to really see what's really happening inside. Okay, like that. So you have to be as gentle as possible. If we damage the casing here, meaning this is pointless, the whole repairing thing is pointless, because unless if you'd find another casing that's not working and that's compatible with your laptop, of course. Okay, all right, that's better. So here we have the batteries. Okay, then at this point we have this circuit board here. So there are a lot of function that this circuit board has. Okay, and I believe this is a combination of parallel and series connection in terms of these batteries, but we'll figure it out anyway. So this circuit board that you're able to see is it has a lot of functions. It protects the battery cells from overcharging, or perhaps even over discharging as well as short circuiting. So this board also monitors the charge levels, the temperature, and like for example when the limit is reached, it sends some signals for this battery to stop charging. That's the work of this. Okay, so there are a lot of elements here that have been fused into this circuit board that perhaps I cannot even see or something. Yeah, so we can have diodes, we can have resistors, so on and so forth, but they are not really as, in terms of like the way we know them, as big ones. But they are fused in this someone. Okay, so in short, we can say this board, it just monitors the state of charge, the temperature, the voltage, the current, and of course the state of health. So once again, these are lithium ion batteries. Depending on the laptop that you're using, you can be using lithium polymer batteries. Like, yeah, it can be lithium ion, lithium polymer batteries, between the two, and again, one has an advantage over the other. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do here is that the casing of the battery is saying, where is it? Okay, there. It needs to be about 14.8 volts. That's what we need to have. So I'm going to try to measure the voltage that I have overall for all of them, so that I see what we have. Okay, so I believe the terminals is this one and this one. So let me try to get my my multimeter here. I'm going to tune this to 20 volts so that we see the voltage that we have. I don't know which one is positive, I don't know which one is negative, but if it shows me negative, meaning I've reversed the polarity there. If it shows me positive, meaning I'm on the right track. Okay, are those the terminals? Okay, anyway, let me just try to remove this. Then I measure from one end to the other. Okay, so meaning I've reversed the polarity there, so showing me a negative. Okay, so we have about 11.35, well, let me just say 11.34, something like that. But initially you're supposed to have like 14.8 volts. That's what you're supposed to have for this battery to be able to for these 4 cells to be able to power our PC. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to measure the voltage across each cell to determine the voltage that we have. So the thing is that the minimum voltage that you're supposed to have on each cell is supposed to be about let me see. So we have like 14.8. Okay, 14.8 divided by 4. Okay, that's about 3.7 volts. That's the minimum voltage that you're supposed to have on each cell. Like we have 14.8 volts overall, divided by 4, we get 3.7 volts. That's the minimum that you're supposed to have. Of course, maybe you can have like 3.69. That means it's still healthy, it's still okay. So I'm going to measure the voltage across each one of them. So the fact that I have about 11, we had 11.35. Okay, we had 11.35. So it basically means I might have maybe about 3 cells that are okay, then maybe one isn't really okay. So I want to try to determine which one is wrong, which one is not okay, so that will be the one that we're going to replace. Because in the first place, I don't really know whether this is like the whole, or like all the cells are dead, or maybe it's just 1 or 2 that are not working. And if it's just 1 or 2, which is even better for me, like it's a plus on my side, I just have to replace that particular one that is not working, then I have my battery working again. So I'll start with this one on the other side. Okay. Seems to have separated here. Anyway, we'll work on it. Okay, so this one is giving us 3.77 volts, which shows which indicates that it's very much okay. We try the second one. Whoa, okay, so this one gives us about 0.03 volts. I might have an idea of what is wrong. It might be this same one. Anyway, let's continue to determine the voltage for the others. Pretty good. It's like the same as the first one, 3.77 volts. Then the last one, okay, that's 3.78 volts, which is even better. So what we have observed is that it's this same cell that we have right here, which is giving us 0.3 volts, that is causing this, like this collection of cells not to work on our laptop. So basically means this is the particular one that we have to repair. Okay, I mean we have to replace. So just have to find one, then replace it. And how we do it, we'll figure it out. Yeah, so it's a good thing that we know exactly what is wrong with the battery pack. The next thing that we just have to do is to find one of these, then repair it. There are a lot of you can find these in a lot of places. You can look for them in other battery packs that might be damaged that you might have, then repair it. Or perhaps you can buy these, they sell almost everywhere depending on where you are, of course. So what I'll do is that in this video I just wanted to focus on, of course, how to open this battery pack, and of course looking at trying to find out what is wrong with these, then so that we know how best to come up with the solution. Okay, so instead of buying a new one, we observe to say we are going to save ourselves a lot of money just by looking for just one cell, instead of us buying a new battery, which again might not be as effective and efficient as we want it to be, perhaps. Okay, so that's all in this video. Make sure you watch the next video, and in case you're new to the channel, subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new content. Yeah, we have a lot of exciting content that is coming up. Thank you very much for watching.